Hi everybody, Heather from Hooked on Pickin' here. I know it's been a while since I've put out a video, but I've been really busy, and this week has been crazy for me because I'm putting out about 300 items this week so that I can take next week off. But I just wanted to address an issue that has come up recently. I've noticed when I've been listing that they are requiring you to put in the box contents. Excuse me. And so I wanted to show you kind of how I'm going about that to keep it organized. You know when you go to that screen right before you're going to print all your labels, I usually just cut and copy onto a Word document all of my items. And so if I just show you a few here, it just looks like that. And so it has how many, it probably looks backwards because I'm using the opposite part of my phone, but it has the name, it has the amount, and it has the box number that I'm putting it in. And so what I do is I'll just build about 3 or 4 boxes, about how many I think that I need for my shipment, and then I will then put all my labels on. I go to the shipping, make sure I know exactly where every item is going so that I don't put things in one box that are supposed to go to another state. And so I make sure that I know where all the shipping is supposed to go, and then I label all my boxes, and then as I'm putting them in, I just write down next to the item and how many go in each box. Now what if, like in this instance, I have these things, and I was able to fit about 20 of them in another box, in this box over here in box number 5. So what do I do when I have items that are two different in 2 different boxes, but they're the same thing? Basically what I do is when you list the box and then you use the web form, it gives you the option to show how many of each item. So you can type in, I put 20 in box number 4 and 15 in box number 5. And so it gives you the option to split up your things. The other thing that I would recommend is if you are sending in any food item, make sure you write down on your piece of paper what the expiration date is, because they're going to ask for that when you add the box contents. Now, what if you have different expiration dates? Like let's say I have a candy bar. I know you can't send in chocolate right now, but just for an example, if I have a candy bar and one of them expires in September and the other one expires in December, what do I do there? You either have to list them separately. I would suggest putting them in separate boxes so then you can give different expiration dates for each one, or use the earliest expiration date. So let's say my earliest expiration date is September, then I'm going to say all of the candy bars expire in September. The only bummer about that is they will basically remove the items in the warehouse if they are expired. But you could always do a removal order and send it back in, but it's whatever you guys want to do. So that's another thing to keep in mind, because it will ask you for the expiration date whenever you put in the box contents. Now, why am I talking about including box contents and shipping? Because I put on the 2D labels so that Amazon barcode, and so I shouldn't have to provide the box contents. Well, starting in November, they're going to charge you 15 cents per item to provide the box contents, and you're basically going to be put on the end of the queue to get your box unloaded. It's going to take probably twice as long to unload your box as someone who includes the box contents in their web form when they email the shipment contents to Amazon. And so just an idea, if you look at my boxes, you can see they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I do that so that when I weigh the box and then I'll write the weight on it, I make sure that I put, when I do my computer work and I include box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I make sure I have the right contents that go with the right box, that go with the right weight. And so using this sheet, just cut and copying your items, that you have right before you print all of your labels, will help, because then you can write down which box you put everything in, and then when you go to ship everything, it'll be a lot easier to understand. There are a lot of people out there that have different ways of doing box contents. I found that this was the easiest for me. That way I knew I had every item in there and I made sure my count was proper. But just a heads up on utilizing making a box content list, and I would go ahead and just get started now. Maybe on a couple of your small shipments, do it, because it'll be a lot less time consuming. This one took me a while because it was 259 items, and then I also shipped another 32 earlier this week. And so just start using it so that you're familiar with it, so that when you go to ship it with the box contents included, that it won't take so long. All right, and remember, in the end, Jesus wins. Thanks.